Hi, my name is Isabella Wassel, and thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this marketing pitch for DD&D Landscapes. The purpose of this marketing pitch is to present an integrated communication plan to revitalize the brand identity and client acquisition strategy for DD&D Landscapes. The goal here is to transition the company from a local service provider to the premier high-end landscaping authority in Richmond. So beginning with the client profile, we have DD&D Landscapes, which is a Richmond-based landscaping business specializing in lawn maintenance, hardscaping, and seasonal cleanup. Their key strength here is they have a strong reputation for quality and reliability within their local community. They're very much focused on building relationships and do not just exist to make money. They love to serve their community, which is why they have such a strong reputation in the greater Richmond area. While DD&D Landscapes has a strong reputation for quality and reliability in their local community, they do have some needs that they are lacking in. So let's talk a little bit about the real versus ideal state of where we want them to be. So the real state right now is there's a heavy reliance on word of mouth, which kind of leads into an inconsistent digital presence and visual branding that doesn't reflect high-end hardscaping capabilities. They just started having a website, but it doesn't really put them on Google very much, and they do not have a Google account set up yet. Now, the ideal state where we want DD&D Landscapes to be is a robust, automated lead generation system with cohesive visual brand that appeals to these middle-class homeowners and also just high-ticket hardscaping contracts. And so the primary need is to professionalize the external communication to match the internal quality of work. Leaning into the target audience profile, let's first start with the demographic. So the demographic that we're looking at is around 40 to 50 years old, and they're often first-time home buyers or established residents who have resided in their current address for just a couple years. The economic status is typically within the middle class, with a significant portion having a family income of $100,000 or more. And then they reside in Richmond, Virginia, specifically targeting zip codes like 23112, which is more specific to the Brandermill subdivision. Now focusing on the psychographics, this audience prioritizes quality craftsmanship and personal connection over just finding the lowest price. They view landscaping as more than just a transaction, and they seek a trusted partner for this high-quality residential work. They've demonstrated interest in home improvement, landscape architecture, and just maintaining a cohesive brand identity for their personal property. Based off of this target audience of the established Richmond homeowner, we have 3 goals and respective objectives to go with those. So our first goal is to create a cohesive brand identity, and the objective that goes along with that is to increase brand recognition by 20% among established Richmond homeowners by December of 2026. Our second goal is to become the top choice for new homeowners in the greater Richmond area. And the objective for this is to generate 30 new leads from established Richmond homeowners by December 2026. And then finally, the third goal is to become the recognized gold standard for landscaping and construction in the greater Richmond area. And this objective is to achieve a 4.5 star rating on Google from 20 verified Richmond homeowners by December 2026. So we have 4 recommended tactics for the 3 goals and objectives. The first tactic is logo refinement and style guide, just to lean into that brand recognition and cohesive brand identity. The next one is a targeted direct mail campaign going along with goal 2 and objective 2, and this is targeting the greater Richmond area. And then for goal 2, we also have the referral incentive program to lean into that word of mouth advertising that is already very strong. And then finally, we have the post-service review prompting, which is to become the recognized gold standard for landscaping construction. And so this is just encouraging people to fill out a Google review. Now to implement these tactics, we have a schedule and budget laid out for you. And so first of all, we have the logo refinement and style guide. And the focus in this is, again, developing this professional design and brand identity package. This is the most immediate priority, spanning from week 1 through 6, with the final implementation beginning in week 7. Next, we have the targeted direct mail campaign utilizing every door direct mail retail printing. This includes a 6x25 by 9 cardstock with a glossy coating, and the preparation and printing occur during weeks 1 and 2, with the physical mailing scheduled for weeks 3 through 6. Next, we have the referral incentive program, and this is focused on just setting up and launching referral software via the Lootly platform. This initiative has a just longer lead time with setup and active management running from week 1 through week 7. And then finally, we have post-service review prompting, which is just focused on implementing reputation management software to capture customer feedback. And so the timeline for this is mainly for that software integration and active review prompting, and that's scheduled to run from week 1 through week 7. Now, to measure the objectives for the different goals that we've set out, we're going to have a few evaluation methods just to make sure everything is actually working, and to kind of look back and see what has worked and what didn't work, and see where we need to change from there. So first, we have increasing brand recognition by 20%, and we're going to measure this through a quantitative survey that will be distributed through Meta ads to Richmond homeowners to measure just the awareness of the company's logo, services, branding, signage, and just overall reputation using a 5-point Likert rating scale. Next, with generating 30 new leads, we're going to do a second quantitative survey that will target homeowners who receive those direct mailers and visit the company website through a QR code provided. This survey just evaluates the effectiveness of the mailer and website experience, including trust, usability, and the likelihood of requesting a quote. Finally, to measure the objective of achieving a 4.5-star Google rating, a qualitative focus group with recent clients will just explore what motivates customers to leave a positive Google review, those barriers to reviewing, as well as perceptions of a high-quality landscaping experience. So overall, we're not just changing DD&D Landscape's look, we're professionalizing their presence. And by aligning the logo and style guide with the high expectations of Richmond's middle-class homeowners, we establish immediate trust. We then proactively reach our audience through that targeted direct mail, precisely when they're most likely to invest in that property. And then finally, we close that loop by turning the existing satisfied customers into a sales force through that referral incentive program and automated review prompting. Thank you so much.